So welcome all back to the third period, and the score is Toronto leading 1-0. 7:17 in the second period. McKechnie from Williams and Quinville. Now, as I've said before, this is I'm beta testing this game for ID Jester. There's a few of us, and we're coming up with ideas, and because of that, there are some changes to the rules today, and we're going to incorporate them in here. And one of them is actually a prospective change, and so the changes are that the 1 to 5 is actually going to go straight to a D10 roll rather than if this is a 6. This will only be used to decide a player if there are 6 men on the ice. That's one rule. Changes on bonuses for players on power plays. They get +2 if they're a man advantage, +4 if they're a 2, and if it's 4 on 4, those advantages come in as well. The role for the tip, whereas yesterday I was 1 and 2 was left wing, 3 and 4 right wing, centre 5 and 6 right wing, is actually 1, 2 and 3 left, centre, right. 4, 5 and 6 it is just a normal shot. So, and then the thing that we're going to try out is momentum. Now momentum, if you got the momentum chip, it only lasts for one play, whereas now what's going to happen is at the end of that play we'll roll a decider die, and if there's a dot, then the momentum will continue. I am going to play this as once there's a line change, the momentum will stop. So if it moves onto a new line and they get momentum, they'll get up to 3. If not, they'll get up to the end of the change of line. And if there's a goal or if there's a penalty, then the momentum will come off. We'll see how it goes. So here we go. And we've got lines 4 and lines 2 out for each of them at this moment. The hard hit is set back to 0, and the third period is underway, and it's a 3 to Boston 7, and that is a shot and goal B. The shot and goal is going to be by the right wing, who is Dwight Foster. Shot and goal B, he is a 3, and that is an 8, so it's a miss. 17 is wide, so it is blocked, and is blocked by the centre, who is Daryl Sittler. It is not Daryl Sittler, it is Boudreau. So Boudreau gets his first block of the game, and we go to the wide shot, and it's an 8, which is a play on. It is a 5 to Boston, 5-7. 5-7 is a shot and goal A, and this is by left defenseman Al Sims. Shot and goal A for Al Sims is a 4, and he misses, and a 12 is a wide, so that is blocked, and is blocked by the left wing Boutet. So Boutet gets a block. So Toronto doing a lot of blocking in front of goal, and 9 off the wide shot chart is a play on. A 3 to Boston, so Boston are getting a lot of action here, and a 9 is a penalty to the opponent, possible shot on goal B. So the penalty could be for the right wing, shot on goal B, remember. So the right defenseman, Hutchison, and his penalty is an 8, and he is a 9 major penalty. So he's going to get a penalty. 13 is going to be a major penalty. So a major penalty to Hutchison. And the major penalty for Toronto is a D, 4. And so he gets a 5-minute boarding penalty. and that penalty is at 57 seconds. So 57 seconds, Hutchison, 5 minutes for boarding. So he will be able to come back on at 5:57. So 5-minute penalty and shot and goal B. So that means they're going to bring an extra player on because it's a delayed penalty. And so they're going to bring on Middleton. And because of that, there will be an extra 2 added to the shots. And so let's see who the player is first. Oh, we need the 6-sided dice. And it is going to be Sims who shoots. So shot on goal B gives him a 4. So he will get the shot on goal on 15. It's going to be a goal. It's going to be a goal. Great goal. So it's an empty net. It's not an empty net. It is a delayed penalty goal. And obviously, well, it can't be within the time, so it's going to have to be 6 minutes. It's going to have to be 1 minute, and the scorer is Sims. The first assist is well, it's Sims, so it can't be him, and the second one, so it's an unassisted. So on a delayed penalty, unassisted, and he will still go off because it's a major. So he's out for 5 minutes. They will get the advantage, and there's going to be a line change, and that line change will be line 2 and pair 1, and line 3 and pair 3. I'm just going to get some little tokens out here. So McKechnie will not be in on this. So here we go. We've got a 5-on-4 for 5 minutes. They will get the extra 1 on the roll. So that's a 5-4 to Boston, 5-4-8. So +1 8 on the power play is no action. It's a long penalty, this. So evens 12 is an unusual play B. Unusual play B 7. High team hash get momentum 1. 1 for Toronto. So Toronto will get momentum, which will give them a +2. So it'll be a +1 in effect because the penalty gives them a 1. So that is going to be even and 7. And that is a play stop, and that will end the line changes. And so we'll go 1 and 1. And so Sittler will miss out, and these will go 2 and 1. So do Toronto keep momentum? Yes, they do. So there'll be a +1 for Toronto because of the momentum. So that is an even 9. Hard play. If home have a momentum, then they'll get momentum. And they do, so the momentum is off. It doesn't need to have a roll because it's off. And we're down to 1740. So that is 5-10. Penalty to the opponent, shot on goal A, so a possible penalty again. This time it is to the left wing, who is Maloney. And Maloney's penalty is an 8-15 for a major. And it's a 16, so they've picked up another major penalty. So another major penalty, and we've got a shot on goal A. And that shot on goal is going to go to 4. And they will bring on, I need some more little men, I think. They will bring on Middleton again. So actually that is not the roll, it's this one that's the roll. So it's going to go to the centre, who is Rattel. And Rattel is at 6 up to an 8. And he'll get the shot and he'll get a goal. So another delay penalty on a major penalty. Let's find, we didn't find out what the penalty was. The major penalty is a 6 on a D, is a slashing penalty. So this is turning really, really bad for Toronto, and this is at 2:31, a delayed penalty goal, and the scorer is Rattel. Assist goes to, not to Rattel because he's the one who scored, goes to O'Reilly. And then at 2:31 we have Maloney, 5 minutes for slashing. Oh dear, dear, dear. So that is going to be a penalty. 7:31. He can come back. And we're now at 5-on-3. So they're going to get a +4 onto their shooting. There's going to be a lot of goals because these. So the centre is only going to be the one that plays here. And we're back to 5-on-3. And so 2 added to Boston. And just like that, Boston have taken the lead. And Toronto have just gone into meltdown. So that is 8-2. So it's a 5, the maximum they can get. 5-10 is a penalty opponent, shot on goal A. Oh. 2. So this will be Sittler. Sittler is a 4-16 plus for a major. And it's a 10, so there isn't a penalty, thankfully. Shot on goal A. Rattel is now a 10. And 20 misses, 16 is wide, so it gets blocked, and it gets blocked by, there's only 3 players on the ice, 5, which is Salming. So Salming gets a block, and I've not been putting the scorers in. Let me just put the scorers in. So Hutchison got the goal. Sorry, Sims got the goal. Sims had a shot and a goal, and it was unassisted. Rattel had a shot and a goal, and it was assisted by Salming. Sorry, O'Reilly. O'Reilly got the assist. And we've got Hutchinson with a 5-minute penalty. And Maloney with a 5-minute penalty. So I think we're up to date, and we've got a shot wide, and that is 12. It's a save and play on, and so we move lines, and for the 17th minute we're going to have line 3 and defensive pair 1, so only the centre on line 3 will be playing, and we're going to have line 3 defensive players set 2. So still +2 for Boston, and so that is 6-4, 2 to Toronto 7, so it's penalty kill 7 is going to be an icing, so they ice the puck, and we have a face-off, and so the face-off is going to be, they've got a -2 and they have a 0, so it's going to be 1 added to Boston, so it's 3 extra for Boston, so it's a +3, 11, +3, 11 is no action, so it's +2 now, and so that is a 1 to Toronto 4, penalty kill 1-4, and they ice the puck, whistle goes, and there's a line change, line 2 and pair 2, and so Quinville will come up and cover line 2 as well, and they are going, the Boston Bruins are going to go line 1, pair 1, and we are +2. Oh, we got a face off, so that's +1 for these, +1 for these, so it's even, so it's just a +2, and so that is 1 to Boston 10. Penalty opponent shot on goal C, and the opponent who's going to take this penalty is 5, and that is going to be Quinville, and Quinville is a 4-16, and it's a 20, so Quinville's going to get a major penalty. Jeez. So penalty, and we're in major penalty D, and so that is an 8. Charging, so Quinville is called for charging, and they're going to again bring on, so Quinville is going to be out, they are going to bring on Middleton as the 6th player, 6th man, and so the shot on goal C is going to be by the extra man Middleton, who is a 4, +4 is an 8, and he misses an 11, and a shot on goal C is a hard save by Palmatier, so a shot on goal by Middleton. Hard save is a 4, is a safe play on, and so whistle goes, and we have at 4:17 of the game, Quinville, 5 minutes for charging. So penalty is going to be at 4:17. So I've changed this, I've switched this card, I'll pull this card over. I must have 4:17 is going to be at 9:17. And so now we're going to have to do something about these pairs. It's going to be those and those that can only have 1 and 2, and he is going to be right defenseman. So this is the pair that's on at the moment. And Toronto have they've just lost it. I don't know what's going on. Nielsen, the coach, needs to talk to them. So with 2 men, his penalty actually will not start. That penalty, this penalty will not start until 7:31. Sorry, no, 5:57. So that means that he cannot come back in until 10:57. Wow, because you can only have 2 men off the ice, so his penalty does not start until that one finishes, but he's not allowed on the ice. So here we go. So they've still got a +2, so it's going to be +3 Boston 6, +3 6 shot on goal C. And the shot on goal will be by the left wing, who is Middleton. He's a 4, which is an 8, so he misses, and a 10 is a hard, so a shot by Middleton. Shot by Middleton, hard save, and the hard save is a 7. Rebound chance, and rebound 5 is a rebound to the power play team, so that is Boston, and that will go back to Middleton. So his rebound is a 9, is an 8, so that's a 12, and so he misses, and on a rebound 10 it will be a hard save. So Middleton, it's his 3rd shot in this period, and a hard save. 6 is a play on, so we've still got a +2 for Boston. This is so difficult to keep track of, but let's see how we go. So it's a 4 power play 4-7 shot on goal A, and this is by Milbury, and Milbury is a 1, so he's now a 5. It's a miss. Shot on goal a 9. It's a hard save, so Milbury takes the shot. Hard save 5 is puck out of the rink, and that is the end of that shift. And so on, line 1 is coming on for, well, the centre from line 1 is coming on for Toronto, and the defensive line is going to be line 3, which is going to be line 2, because in fact I'm just going to keep rotating these until we get back one of these back. And so that is going to be line 1, and for Boston they are pair 2, line 2 and pair 2. So here we go, they're still +2, and that is evens 8. Home team penalty possibility, so something could happen here, and the home team penalty will go, possible penalty will go to O'Brien, who is a 5-16. So 1 to 5 is a 2 minute, 16 to 20 is a 5 minute, and it's a 5, so it's a 2 minute penalty. and so the penalty is for 2 minutes, and they are a 3, and he's rolled a 4, and it's just inside there, so it's a tripping penalty. And this is at 5:13, so 5:13 for O'Brien, tripping, 2 minutes. And so 5:31 means that he could come back at 7:31. So now we're 4 on 3. So they get a +1. 4 in this. 4 on 3. So +1 Boston 9. Shot and goal C on a pass, and there is no pass. Exceptional passes, so it's a shot on goal C. And the shot, by the way, he's going to come up and play the 2 lines. The shot is going to be by Marcotte. Marcotte is going to be a 2, and there's only 1 man advantage, so it goes up to 4. And he misses, and 9 is a hard save, but Marcotte gets the shot off. And it's a hard save. 7. 7 on a hard save is a rebound chance. And the rebound chance is 7, which is a puck out, and so out it goes. And at 5:20 we'll soon have one of the players back. And let's have a look. We have a 1 and a 1, so we're all even. So it's still a +1 to Boston because they've got a man advantage. So that is a 7-4, so it's a 4 +4 2, and that's no action. So +1 is a 7, 6, 7, so +1 6 for Boston is no action. And at that point we're going to have a defense, we're going to have a line change at 14 minutes, and that is going to be line 3 pair 2, because we're still 2 down, and these are going to be line 4 pair 1, but Hutchison is back. So Hutchison is back, so that can go. So let's have a look at that line again. 14 is pair 2, and Hutchinson will drop down and cover line 3 as well. So here we go. Still 2-man advantage. Still a 2-man advantage, because now Quinville's penalty will start. So we have to get to 7:31. In fact, both penalties for both teams will finish at 7:31. So we're going to go 4 on 3 and then 5 on 4. So here we go. So they've still got a +1, so that's 4 +4 2, no action. I hope you're following this. It's an interesting game. So 6-3 is 3 to the penalty kill team. 3-7. 3-7 shot on goal C, so they're going to get a shot. And they can't use 3. So it's going to be Jimmy Jones who gets a shot on goal C. His rating is 2. and he gets it. So it's 2, and then 11 my shot on goal C is a hard save. So the shot was on target for Johns, and that's the first shot in the period for Toronto, but a hard save. 5 is the puck out of bounds, so it's gone over the plexi, and we've got a face off. And let's have a look what we've got here. We have a -2, and they're going to get a 1 advantage as well, so it's going to be a 2 advantage because of the power play. So that's a 7-2, so that's 5-5 is a play stop, and we're going to have a line change. We're at 7 minutes, and the line change is line 2 and pair 1, and for Boston, line 1, pair 3. So here we go. Face off. It's going to be a 1 to Boston, and so there's a +2 9, +2 9, no action. And +2 for Toronto 7 is a puck ice, and so the puck is iced, and the players, O'Brien is back on as his of Quinville out until 10:57, and his penalty will be over. So we have a face off. We're on 5-on-4, so it's just the centre McKechnie that's missing there. And so we have an even and a 1, so they get a +2. Boston get a +2, so that is an even 6. Penalty possibly to the visitors. When will Toronto learn? 7, which is 2. It can't be him because he's, I'm going to look at that and say, well, the penalty would have been on somebody who's not on the ice, so it can't be a penalty. So I'm going to leave that as not a penalty. Don't know what the rule is. ID, you might be able to tell me on that. If the position that the player that is missing is rolled, do you roll again, or do you just say, well, there is no penalty? I'm going to say there is no penalty, just for convenience. And so that will move the lines 12. So line 4 coming on, and pair 3, which Hutchinson will fill in. And for Boston, line 2, pair 1, and we have a face off. So +1, +1, so it's just the 1. So 2 for Toronto, 9. They ice the puck, and it's another face off. So 2 against 5 because of the 1 for the power play. So that's a +3, 10, which is opponent penalty, shot on goal B. So possible penalty for 9, who is 4, which is Johansson. And he is a 3 and a 17. So there is no penalty. Shot on goal C. That will go to the right wing, O'Reilly. O'Reilly is a 3, so he's a 7. He's a 5. So it's a miss, and then 11 is a hard save. So O'Reilly gets a shot. And the hard save will result in a 5, which is puck out. So O'Reilly tips it, and it hits the crossbar and goes over the back into the net. So we have a face off, and let's have a look. He can come out. We have an evens against a +1, so they get a +2. So that is a +2 to Toronto. Power Pentakill 8-2 is no action, and that's the end of that minute's play. So line 1, pair 1 coming on, and for Boston, line 3, pair 2, and we have a face-off, so it's -1 for Toronto and an even, so they'll get a +1 plus the 1 for the penalty, the power play. So that's 2 to Boston, so that's 3-4 plus 1 Boston 4. There's a shot and goal B. This will go to Wensick, and Wensick is a 4, so he's a 6, and he doesn't get it, and it's an easy save. So Wensick gets a shot, and it's an easy save, 6. So they play on. Six Toronto, 2 Boston, so that's +4 Toronto 5, and there's a stoppage of play. We have a face off, so we're back again to a +2 for Boston, and so that is a +4 11 for Boston, shot and goal B, and this is going to go to the right wing Schmaltz. Schmaltz, shot and goal B is a 3, so he's now a 5. He's on target, but it's an easy save. So Schmaltz takes the shot, and an easy save. 3 is a play on. We're at 10 minutes, and the line changes are line 1 is staying on, and line pair 2 is coming in. And for Boston, line 1, pair 3, halfway through this last period, 2-1 to Boston. 2 goals, both on delayed plays, delayed penalty plays. So here we go. It's a +1 to Boston, and so that's even 3. Hard play. Oh, that should have been set to 0, so it's now back to 2. Hard play, highest hash gets momentum. So Toronto have got 2. Toronto have got 3. Boston have got 1. So Toronto get momentum. So that will even up this. And so +2 for Toronto, 7 is an icing. So they ice the puck. Do they keep momentum? No, they don't. And so on a face-off, we have +1 to Boston, so that with power plays +2. So that is a 7-1, so that's maximum is 5. So +5, 7 is a shot and goal A. Shot and goal A is for the right defenseman Smith. He is a 3, which makes him a 5. He gets the shot on goal, but it's an easy save. So Smith gets his shot on goal and an easy save, and that easy save is a 6, and it's play on. Toronto have had 1 shot in this period so far, because all they've done is kill penalties. So here we go, and we have 3 to Boston, 3-6 is going to be shot on goal C. That is going to go to the right wing, who is Middleton. Middleton is a 4, which is now a 6. It's a good shot, but 6 is an easy save. So Middleton got the shot off, his 4th shot of this period, but easily saved. And it is a 5 on an easy save, which is a rebound chance. 7 on a rebound chance is the puck goes sailing out, and that ends that line change, and it also ends the penalty to Quenneville. So we're back to 5 on 5. That has been 10 minutes, been 11 minutes of absolute madness there, and the line changes are 2 and 2, so 2 is going to stay on, and for Boston 4 and 1. So we actually, from the first play of this period to now, we have been on a power play. We've had 5 on 4, 5 on 3, 4 on 3. So we've had all the combinations but 3 on 3. And at this point, Toronto are going to go aggressive because they've got to score. If you lose a game, you only play 2 games. If you lose a game, then you're relying on the people that beat you, the team that beat you, to then lose their other game, and then you beat the other team, because you cannot qualify if you lose your first game unless everybody loses the game. So here we go. Toronto aggressive. Boston therefore must be defensive. So here we go. We have 1 to Boston 10, and that is no action. 2 to Boston 8 is no action. They don't like this clock running down. 2 to Toronto 11 is no action. And just like that, we move to the next lines. 3 and 3 for Toronto, and 2 and 3 for Boston. We have an even 7. Play stops. So the ball goes, the puck goes into the Toronto bench, and we have a face-off at the centre, and we're looking at a 0 and a 1. So Boston have got a +1. So that's +2 Boston 11. Shot and roll B, and that is going to be the centre Rattel. He's a 4. He misses, and a 5 is an easy save. So Rattel gets the shot off, but easily saved. One Boston 4 is no action. And we're down to 7 minutes of the game. Line 1 pair 3, and for Boston line 1 pair 2. So +1 Boston 11, no action. +4, sorry, +1 Toronto, +4 Boston 5 is a play stoppage. And so we've got a face-off, +1, +1, so we're all even. So +5 Boston 7 is a shot and goal A for Boston, and it's going to be the right defenseman O'Brien, who's a 1. He doesn't make it, but an 11 is a hard save, so O'Brien gets the shot off, and Palmatier makes a hard save 8. Rebound chance 5. Say rebound to the defensive team, and the lines change up. Line 2, pair 1, and line 2, pair 1. +2 Toronto 8. Shot and goal C. That is going to go to the right wing Ellis, who is 3. He misses, and a 5 is an easy save. So Ellis gets the second shot in this period for Toronto. Second shot. And we're down at 5:40 in the game. So we have 2 to Boston 7. A shot and goal C. That is going to be right defenseman Park. Was it 1? He doesn't get it. 10 is a hard save, so Park gets the shot off. And a hard save for Palmatier. 9 is a play on. +3 Toronto 5. And they stop the play, and the puck goes out over the plexi, and the lines are going to change before the face-off. Line 4, pair 2, and for Boston we have line 3, pair 3. So last quarter of this period, 5, that was a 1, +5 Toronto 11. Shot and goal C tip. So who gets the shot and goal? We'll roll them both and find out then. The shot and goal is the centre, Boudreau, and the tip is not going to happen. So it's a shot and goal C for Boudreau with a 1, and he rolls a 9 and a 3. Shot, but an easy save. 7, and the puck goes sailing out again, and we have a face-off. 0 and 0, so everything's even. So 2 to Boston 6 is no action, and 1 to Boston 10 is also no action. So we're down to 4 minutes. The line changes come out. Line 2, pair 1 for Toronto, and for Boston is line 1, pair 1. So here we go. It is a face-off, and we are even. So it's even 7, and the play stops. So another face-off. Still 2-1 to Boston. 3 to Boston 3 is a breakaway, and the breakaway is the centre McNabb. He's a 7 on the breakaway, and he gets that breakaway, and 15 on the breakaway. Palmatier is going to miss it, so breakaway, and it's a goal. It's a goal, third goal in this period at 16:39. It's an even-handed goal by McNabb. Assists are going to Park and Milbury. So the 2 defenders, and I think that puts the game out of reach for Toronto now. 3 goals in this period, 2 of them doing all those penalties, but I think the game is really now beyond Toronto. So we have a face-off, and it's an even. So it's draw, a tie, and 8. is a penalty to the home team possibly, and that will be to Milbury. Milbury is an 8 and a 16, and it's a 3, so there is a penalty. And Boston are a 3, so it's a 6, and it's elbowing. So at 16:55, Milbury, 2 minutes for elbows. So Milbury picks up the penalty, a 2-minute penalty. $18.55. So they're on a penalty, and we have line changes with 3 minutes left. They're going to go line 1, pair 3, and they're going to go line 4, pair 2, and Sims will move up to line 1 as well as line 2. So here we go. 3 minutes left. 3 and 3 is, so look at the face off, is 1 and 1, so they will get a +1 and a 1 for the power play, so that's +2 and an 11. And there's no action. Didn't want that. +1 for Toronto. 6 is a shot and goal B. That will be by 5, who is Quinville. And his shot and goal B is a 1, which is now a 3. And he gets the shot and he scores. So there is still a chance. Quinville scores, and that is at 17:23. Quinville, and the assists will be McDonald, and it's the same player, McDonald, so just a single assist. So we're now at 2-3. So Quinville got the shot, he gets the goal, and McDonald gets the assist, so it's 3-2. 17:23, so we have a face-off, and that penalty is now done. So getting a bit exciting now. 2 minutes 20 to go, and we're still playing aggressive for Toronto, and we have a face-off 1-0, so it's +1 to Toronto, and that gives Toronto a +5-7, which is a shot and goal A, and that is going to be the left defenseman Johansson, who is a 1. He doesn't get it, and an 8 is going to be a hard save, so Johansson gets the shot off, and a hard save by Cheevers. We've hardly heard from him. An 8, and a hard save is a possible rebound. An 8 on a rebound is to the offense, and that is going to go to McDonald for a rebound shot. His rebound shot is a 9, and it's inside, and 18 on a rebound shot is outside, and it's goal! Goal, so it's tied. Whee! That was for ID Jester, because he said I'm a bit subdued in my celebrations of goals. So at 17:51, we have McDonald, Johansson is one of the assists, And is there another assist? 2. Sittler. So it's 3-3. Remember that in this game, if they're tied at the end of the game, that is it. I'm not playing any overtime in the rounds. So Sittler gets an assist and Johansson gets an assist. So we only have 2 minutes left, and at the end of that 2 minutes, that's the game. So Toronto are going to stop playing aggressive. Just going to go back to normal play and see how we get on. So changing lines, line 3, pair 2, line 2, pair 3, and here we go. Back to normal for a change. +4 for Boston, 8. +4, 8 is a shot on goal C, possible pass, and that's not going to happen. So it's a shot on goal C, and it is for the left wing Marcotte, who is a 2, is a miss, and a 20 is a wide, and so that is blocked by the centre Jimmy Jones. So Jones gets his block in, and so a wide shot, 8 is play on. +1 Toronto, 7 is a shot on goal C for Toronto. 2 is Jones, he is a 2. He's not good enough, and it's an easy save, so Jones gets a shot. And an easy save for Chivas, 6 is a play on. And +5 for Boston, 5 is a play stop, so the puck is held up off sides, and there's going to be a face off, but the last line changes of the game and the line ones are coming on for the last minute of the game. We're at 3-3. Everything's tied, and so it's a +1 Toronto, 2, and it's a shot on goal A, and that is going to go to Salming, who is a 4, and he gets a 3 and a 17 on a shot on goal A, and it's a goal! It's a goal! What a finish! What a finish! And the time of this is going to be 1912. Toronto in Salming. They were 3 goals down. They were 2 goals down with 2.5 minutes to go. Salming scores the assist. There is no assist, so unassisted, and it's 4-3 to Toronto. So Salming with the shot and the goal. And so we've got 40 seconds left. So Boston will go aggressive because they're going to pull their goalie. They're going to pull their goalie. I need to get the rules for pulling the goalie. Make sure I get this right. Pulling the goalie. The team must play aggressive, which they're going to do anyway. Team with the extra skater. We've got to pick an extra skater, and we've got line 1 on. So our extra skater is going to be O'Reilly. Oh, really? No, O'Reilly. All players on the team with the extra skater gain a 1 to their face-off. My team with the extra skater from the FAC This is no longer a choice. It goes to the 6 shoot. So we'll roll the d6 for the player if it's Boston. All shots by a team shooting at an empty net will get a +10. It's actually a +5. That's one of the new rules. It's only a 5, not a 10. The maximum automatic goal range can go is 15. 16 through 20 is always a miss. So there we go. So we're in the last 40 seconds. So they will have a +1 on their face-off because they've got the extra man. And here we go. And they're playing aggressive, obviously. So that's a +2, 8. It's a shot on goal C. And the shot is by the extra man, who is O'Reilly. So he gets +2 to his shot. So it's a 5. And he misses, and a 7 is an easy save. So O'Reilly takes the shot, and there's an easy save. 7. Easy save 7 is a puck out of the rink, and so we have a face-off. And again, there'll be a +1. So that is a +2 for Boston. 10 is a shot on goal B. There is no exceptional passer, so it's a shot on goal B. This time it's going to be the left wing Cashman. Cashman is now a 7, and he's missed, and an 18 on a B is a wide. So that is blocked by Salming. So Salming blocks the shot, and it's going wide, and so 6 is a play on, and we're down, and that the time runs out. And so what a finish to the game. ID Jester, I congratulate you on this, mate. I could not have envisaged this game finishing the way it has. What a fantastic game this was. Let me just get these score sheets in here. And let's total up the shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 8 shots. Of which he only saved 5 of them. So he played a total of 60 minutes Chivas, and he made 17, 25, 30, 40 shots on goals, and only saved 36. Palmatier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 shots, saved all 17. So he played 60 minutes, 26, 48 shots, and he saved, he didn't save 48 because he let some goals in. He let in 3 goals, so he saved 14. So he's had 45 saves. So let's recap this game. This is what's happened, guys. At 58 seconds of the game, first period, McNabb took a 2-minute penalty for Boston. At 2:45, O'Reilly took a 2-minute penalty for holding Boston. At 7:17 in the first, McKechnie scored from Williams and Quinville to give the Leafs a 1-goal lead. In the second period, nothing happened. In the third period, at 57 seconds, Hutchinson of Toronto got a 5-minute penalty for boarding, and during the delayed penalty, on 1 minute, Sims scored an unassisted goal to make it 1-1. Then at 2:31, Maloney picked up a 5-minute penalty for slashing for Toronto, which would have made it 5-on-3. But during that delayed penalty at 2:31, Rattel scored from O'Reilly to give Boston a 2-1 lead, and they were 5-on-3. Then at 4:17, Quinville picked up a major 5-minute penalty for charging, and his penalty could not start till 5:57 because they were already 5-on-3. At 5:51, O'Brien scored. Sorry, got a penalty, 2-minute penalty for tripping for Boston, which made it 4-on-3. At 16:39, McNabb scored an even-handed goal from Park and Milbury to put Boston up 2-1. Then at 17:23, sorry, 3-1. 3-1. Oh, hang on. Yeah, O'Brien scored that. At 16:39, we had the even-handed goal for McNabb, Park and Milbury, which made it 3-1. At 16:55, Milbury for Boston had a 2-minute penalty for elbowing, and then, remembering with 3-1, at 17:23, Quinville from McDonald made it 3-2. At 17:51, McDonald from Johansson and Sittler tied the game up at 3-3. And then at 19:12, an unassisted goal by Salming gave Toronto a 4-3 victory. So Toronto will go through and pick up 3 points. Boston will have to win their next game, but by then it may be too late, because the next game in this group will be the Canadiens and the Leafs, and if the Leafs get a point, then Boston will not be able to qualify. Now, thoughts on the game? I really, really like this game. I've had a conversation with ID Jester and the other guys, and we've put our ideas to him, and he listens to our ideas, and it's up to him to decide what to do with those ideas, because at the end of the day it is his game. But I think this is an excellent game. I'm really looking forward to playing the next game, which for those who are interested will be the Wings and the Blackhawks. But I loved playing this game. What it'll be like after I played a few games and not had anything as exciting as this finish. I could never have envisaged playing a game like this and getting a finish like this with any other game. I'm sure it is possible, and it may be that I've just been lucky in getting the finish that I have, but I think you'll agree, apart from the chaos of trying to work out what the hell is going on, those putting them in those sleeves really helps to be able to write on them. I must get a better pen, maybe a thinner one with black. But guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this game, because obviously ID Jester wants to know what you think about the game. He already knows what I think about it, and I've really enjoyed this. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Toronto beat Boston with 3 very late goals to win 4 goals to 3. So until next time, thanks very much and good night.